Hello.
Hi. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing just fine.
Great.
Everything is awesome.
So I'm okay. I've got two ways that I've been going back and forth on how to start the show today.
All right.
One is to talk about a roast, and the other one is to talk about a pool of blood that was underneath me this morning.
So you're either hungry or bloody. One of the two, right? Nothing?
Nothing.
What? Jesus Christ.
That wasn't that good.
That was what a way to start the show.
All right, let's start over.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, there's two ways that I can't figure out how I want to start the show.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I was invited onto a roast.
Okay.
So there's that story.
All right.
And my balls were bleeding this morning. There's that story.
I'm going to have to go with the balls because, who gives a shit about a roast, right?
It would have been funnier if you would have just glossed over the bleeding balls and went to the roast like it mattered.
Straight to the roast.
Okay. So I get out of the shower,
Uh-huh.
and I do the same thing every morning. I walk out of the shower, dry off, go over, brush my teeth, get dressed.
Yes.
So I got out of the shower, brushed my teeth. I was rinsing the toothbrush off and everything. And I stood up and looked down, and there was a pool of blood about, 8 inches in diameter underneath me.
What the fuck?
So I'm like, oh!
I'm dying. This is the end.
And I look, and I've got blood just streaming down my leg. And there's spots. I look, like slowly look back towards the shower, and there's spots you could see where I walked, and then there was still standing blood in the shower.
Oh my God.
So I thought, hey, my dick's bleeding. Because,
Yeah, because, it's normal, Because why not?
So I grab my dick and I look, and I'm like pulling it apart to look at the head. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? And I don't know what the fuck it was, but it was like a cut in my balls, except I didn't shave my balls.
Uh-huh.
That's the end of my story.
That's it. Did you?
So I went back in the shower and cleaned up all the blood from my period leg. Took a towel and cleaned the blood up off the floor. And by the time I got done doing that, my balls were done bleeding.
So you're a woman. That's what you're telling. So this whole story was to tell me that you're coming out as a woman, right? The fuck. So
See?
And you have no idea why.
No, I still don't know.
You're not like concerned, or you're just like, bloody balls, just go about my day.
Well, I'm not so concerned that I'm going to go to the emergency room and say, hey, my balls were bleeding.
Why?
Why would you?
Why wouldn't you? I want to go to the emergency room right now for you. Hey, my buddy's balls were bleeding.
So if you got a cut on your arm that you don't know how it happened, you're going to go to the emergency room if the bleeding stops?
Every single time.
You're a fucking homo.
Of course not. But if it's on my balls, I at least want to know why. Maybe not the emergency room, but like, did you schedule an appointment with your doctor?
No, what?
Do you even have a doctor?
What's with all the fucking questions?
Your balls were bleeding.
All right. So I was invited on a roast.
I was going to say, so a roast, huh?
So our friend Jody B.
Yes.
So he put together his own birthday party.
Good for him. That's not sad at all.
So they had a roast, and he asked me to come on and roast or whatever. And so he didn't ask me to come on. He said, hey, if you want to, you can. Oh. Which is kind of like, if you're going to do the show art for me, I hope you decline this, but
if you want to, you can. That gives you an out. You automatically have an out. That's
and
nice.
I automatically took it. I said, no, I'm busy that night. He said, I haven't told you when it is yet.
Yep. And you said, yep.
So anyway, it's on Dave's Patreon.
Yeah.
Content Kings, I think.
Okay.
So, and we're patrons of that.
Oh, yeah.
So I watched it.
Yep.
I would say it's as good as some of the Comedy Central roasts that I've seen.
Really? What's What's the last Comedy Central roast you saw?
Charlie Sheen, maybe? I don't know.
I think the last one I saw was Larry the Cable Guy. When was that? Like 1990?
Anyway, it's every bit of all right. It's a
that's a ringing endorsement. If I've ever heard one.
Okay. So I think we pay $5 a month to them. That one show was worth the $5.
Oh.
Everything else that they provide is just great.
Awesome. Who performed the best?
Fuck, I was hoping you were. It was a guy I've never heard of before, sent in a video. I think the name of the podcast is like, fuck, I don't know. Whatever. God damn it. Ask me next week. I'll investigate. I didn't mean to stump you.
I thought that was that was a softball question.
We'll say Jody.
All right, perfect. Jody, it was his birthday.
Yeah. Okay. So there's that. That's it.
I'm a little bit offended that he didn't invite me. I mean, I wouldn't have went, but you know.
How do you think you would do in that situation? Like, could you sit and write a joke or jokes, like roast jokes? You know what a fucking roast is, right? Jesus Christ.
Of course I know what a fucking roast is. On? Yeah, I think so. They wouldn't be good, but yeah, I could do it. I could physically do the work.
Well, I meant, could you do it and be entertaining?
No, of course not. Oh shit. I don't know. I've never had to try to like physically write. I don't think I'd be very good at something like that, but
do one right now. Write a roast joke. Go.
What, am I roasting you?
Yes. You're fat. Got it. Thanks. Moving on.
How am I supposed to roast you if you take all my material? That was like hours of writing.
I am the equivalent of B-Rabbit when it comes to roasts.
B-Rabbit? Is that the character from fucking 8 Mile?
Yes.
Awesome.
Okay, can we move on now?
How about this? You with that new haircut, you look like one of the Beatles, the Volkswagen. I stole that from somebody else and I fucked it all up. I think my version was better because it was so terrible.
I would rather talk about my bloody balls than listen to you try to do another roast joke.
A stolen roast joke. It was literally stolen from a roast. And you didn't even get a fucking haircut. Stupid.
What else? I was on Pat Oates' show.
Yeah. I'm jealous I didn't get an invite to that either.
Are you noticing the fucking pattern here?
Yes. Yeah, so how was that?
You son of a bitch.
You brought it up.
Right. I was hoping just to gloss over it. I was just.
So you were on Pat Oates' show. That's cool.
It was me.
What else we got?
It was me, a doctor lady, 3 comedians, and an old guy or something.
Sounds fun. A doctor lady.
Go check it out. Go to Pat Oates, whatever, and
go to fuck Oates. Just go to Pat Oates. You know.
Well, I wasn't even gonna fucking bring it up, and you're right before we record. You're like, "So are you gonna mention that you were on Pat Oates' show?" And then as soon as you say something like that, I can't get it out of my head. The whole time I'm sitting here looking at what we're going to talk about. Racism is anti-Asian, taser gun. And the whole time I'm thinking Pat Oates. You were on Pat Oates. You were on Pat Oates. Tell him you were on Pat Oates. Bring it up.
I'm so glad that I have that much control. Bring it up. Just bring it up, man. Come on. Just bring it up.
Do it, you pussy.
Come on, man. Doctor lady, come on.
All right. Now,
let's start the show.
Let's start the show. What do you want to talk about tonight?
Why don't you give me some choices?
Okay, Anthony. I will do that.
See how great it works when we plan shit out? It sounds so real.
Okay. Before we get started with the show, I had an idea that I actually wanted to tell you before we started recording.
All right.
But
All right. The recording stopped. Go ahead.
We'll just do it here.
Oh, okay.
You know how we're trying to figure out something different to do instead of the same, just go story.
Yeah.
What if we, before the show starts, and we don't tell the audience we're doing this, we create a rule.
Okay.
Just for that one episode that we both have to follow, or you have your own rule or I have my rule. Like what I was thinking of is, regardless of what is said, the other person can't question the logic or anything of what was brought up. For instance, if I say it is scientifically proven that black people don't commit crimes, they are all framed, you would have to accept it as fact.
Ah, okay. So every show would be different. We could come up with a different stupid rule to try to handicap the other person in a funny way, kind of.
It wasn't to try to handicap. It was just to try to change the conversation. You know, you're tired of me picking on you and I'm tired of you talking.
Awesome. I'm tired of you talking.
It's a dumb idea. That gets into the gimmick territory. And
yeah, it does now because you told everybody. If you wouldn't have told anybody, it would have been way funnier between just me and you. Right, but that never would have told anybody. All right, the rule for this show is, I don't know. I got nothing. You got any rules that you want me to follow this show?
All right, yeah. Then I'll tell you again off the air, and we'll do it.
All right,
whatever.
All right. Just whisper in my ear.
Oh fuck. So there's a lot of racism stuff on here.
There's a lot of going on in the news.
It's either racism or virus. Pick one, and then we'll narrow it down from there.
Virus.
All right. We'll start at the bottom here. Okay. Either either microchips or vaccines.
Microchips.
Okay. Moving it up. Jumping into it. Pentagon researchers developed. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. So this, I don't care about the article. This chip, they can inject a chip into you that will detect that you're going to get COVID tomorrow.
Or if you have it, and then they filter your blood through some kind of a dialysis machine or whatever, right, to get rid of it.
Isn't fucking technology amazing?
Oh, that's the angle we're going to take. Yes, it is. Government technology is amazing.
Okay, so you're telling me this virus, which is wiping out parts of the population.
Vast parts of the population.
No, I didn't prep it. I just said it's wiping out parts of the population. That is a fact.
I wanted to make sure that we got our facts right.
If they can inject a chip under your skin that will detect that, hey, you're going to have this tomorrow. You're going to start experiencing symptoms tomorrow. And you would turn that down?
Yes.
Why?
Yes. So let me put a chip in you, and then I'll be able to tell you that after I put this chip in you, you're going to start experiencing symptoms tomorrow. Awesome.
Why would you turn it down?
What? What? I don't know. There's so many reasons. Because
what if they have the ability after they put it in to reprogram it to do other things, like if you stroke 10 more times, you're going to come. Like, and you just know that.
Oh, that would be awesome.
See, motherfucker.
Oh, that would be awesome. Like you, wow. So they can make you last longer. They can make you go whenever you want to go, like whenever you're ready to go. That is fucking technology. God,
if you just had a button, like a thumb button.
Yeah.
And you just hit it and it makes you come.
Whenever you're ready, until you're ready.
Until you're ready.
Yeah.
You got to hold it like it's a bomb switch, and then when you let it go, you come.
No, you got a pin. You got to pull the pin, and then you got to let go. When you let go of your cock.
3 seconds. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh my God.
Okay, so are you one of them conspiracy nuts that say you shouldn't let the government inject you with microchips?
Yeah. Is that what they call conspiracy nuts? No. There's no conspiracy. Just let the government inject you with whatever.
Yeah,
it's
see,
cool.
you don't have a good argument.
I don't?
No.
What? Do I need a good argument?
Yeah, that's how it works.
What's the argument for it? And I'll argue against that.
Because I want to know if I'm going to have symptoms tomorrow so I can call in early. I want to give them a heads up that I'm not going to be there and they can get a cover.
God, you are a good worker bee. So, oh my God, there is so much wrong with this.
Okay, start. You keep saying that, but you have yet to give me one thing. Okay, I'll give you a positive. You give me a negative.
Okay.
Filtering the virus out of your blood.
The virus doesn't exist.
Shit.
Damn fuck.
But I know you don't.
So,
I know you don't believe that.
Yeah,
so.
I don't believe that. So, anyways, okay. So, if they have the technology to detect, like,
no slippery sloping, you have to go with the facts as they are presented.
No, that's not how arguments work. That's never how arguments work.
Okay, go ahead. I give you permission to slippery slope. Go ahead.
All right, thanks. If they have the technology to detect this, to use this microchip to detect anything in your blood, don't you think that going forward they'll be able to, like, you know, update it through firmware or whatever, like just give you a firmware update to your chip?
Just don't plug yourself in. You'll be fine.
No, it's wireless. It's 5G. See, it all ties back into the 5G conspiracy. This is perfect.
Yeah. So
they had to set up the 5G towers.
Your argument. Here's why your argument's no good.
I didn't even make an argument. All right.
You're headed down the road of it not being any good.
Okay. All right.
So what you're saying is, like, somebody said, hey, I invented this thing. I'm going to call it a car. And you can go from point A to point B real fast. Your response is, if you can make it go 60 miles an hour, somebody's going to go 120 and hit a brick wall and die. Nobody should use this.
Yes. Yeah. What's wrong with that?
Right. So you're illogical.
No, it's not illogical. It's not illogical to think that what you said is illogical, but what I'm saying is not illogical to think that the government is going to use something that they implant in your skin nefariously. That's not illogical. That's
what makes you... Okay. I'll give you that maybe they'll make you start paying with it. But past that, and tracking people. But other than that, I don't know.
And so what other than that, I don't know. So what happens when, like, that thing is able to transmit data, and everywhere you go, like, if you want to go get groceries or whatever, the little red light when you walk in the door will buzz. You know, the little red light will go off and it'll buzz because you didn't pass the COVID test as you walked through the door. So you don't get groceries today. Then what? And then when they add something besides COVID, AIDS, or whatever.
That's what I'm looking forward to, is the updates.
What? Like what?
Hey, you're going to have a cold tomorrow. Or, hey, you're going to have to shit in 5 minutes. Don't leave yet.
That would be amazing. You're going to have to, if you could use it with an app on your phone to schedule your shits, like, it'll move your guts around to schedule your shits, right?
Yeah. You're just...
What am I?
You're a flat earther.
What does this have to do with flat earth? Your argument would have made more sense if you said you're an anti-vaxxer, but you're a flat earther.
They're all the fucking same.
So if there's a database of who had the virus, what time...
Do you think it's any different than you carrying what's around in your phone?
Yes.
How?
Well, there's several ways that it's different. First of all, it's voluntary. Second of all, I'm not going to input anything into my phone that I don't want the government to know about. I mean,
I don't believe you.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I'm just trying to get out of this. I don't care.
So if they implement this COVID passport deal or whatever, and this is part of it, and even if they say it's not going to be the government doing it, which is what they're trying to say or whatever, and there's already talk about Walmart, like, requiring you to have a COVID vaccination to shop at their stores. Doesn't that seem...
I'm good
weird?
with that.
Why?
Okay. I am not good with this microchip thing going any further. Okay.
Any further than what?
Than it being an article. Like,
oh. Okay.
I'm good with the COVID vaccine passport thing. I'm fine with that.
Why?
Because I got
it. So you got both doses?
Yeah.
No blood clots? Your skin didn't fall off? Gain any weight?
Hey.
Boom, roasted. See, that was easy.
I'm done.
Done and done. So no side effects from your gay vaccine that you got because you're such a fucking conformist.
How am I supposed to answer that? I felt sick simple. For a day.
Yeah, gay. The gay sick. That's what you got.
I caught the gay for a day.
I'm being serious when I ask this. I'm not even trying to be funny. I want to know why you decided to get it. I'm not like making fun of you. I don't care. I'm curious, you know? You understand the risks of COVID, I think, or I thought you did. Why did you decide to get it?
Because it was available. Free drugs.
Just to see if it would get you high. Awesome.
So my answer is more gay than what you're anticipating.
All right.
There was a heavy expectation at work that, yeah, it's just super. I'm gay. That's the answer.
There was a heavy expectation that you would get it and you didn't want to be in the out group.
No, I'm gay. I got it because I'm a conformist and I'm gay.
That sucks. You should have pretended like you didn't get it. Okay, God. Yeah, they're offering it at, or they were, they're not anymore. They're offering it at our work, and several people have asked me, why aren't you getting it? They're offering it for free, and they're giving you a $25 gift card. Awesome.
So they talked about that at work. There was, I think we're at like 40%. And they were talking about that same thing. Could we incentivize it? Nah, that's not going to work.
Is that what they said?
Yeah, somebody asked if we should incentivize it, and I suggested that it wasn't going to work. It would be like, in my head, it was like I was trying to talk to you. How could I get you to take the vaccine? There is, I could come up with a price that you would do it.
Yeah,
but it wouldn't be.
Yeah, I'd own the company.
Even, what about 10 years from now? Like, because I think you're just being a nonconformist by refusing to take it.
I don't have any way to disprove that, I suppose, but I'm not taking it because I don't feel like I need to. I don't. Like, if I was being a nonconformist, I would be going around telling everybody, like, I'm not fucking fuck that fucking thing. I'm not fucking, I'm not doing that. That's stupid.
No, you're saying you took it because you're a faggot conformist.
Yeah, because that's funny to me. I don't believe it because I don't care what you do. Take whatever fucking vaccines you want. I don't give a shit. Get the fucking flu shot every year. I don't care. What difference does it make to me? And that's my whole point is that, like,
your kids get vaccinated, right?
Yeah. For like regular vaccines or for the regular.
This is now a regular. This is going to be part of when you have kids, you've got to inject them with COVID.
Just a little bit. Yeah, no, that's not happening.
Oh, you're such a, there's a word that I don't know what it is, but that's what you are.
Smart?
Nope. That's definitely not it.
How many, I'm curious, how many people under the age of 16 have gotten COVID and died?
Well over 100,000.
Well over 100,000 that I just made up in my head. Like,
no, you got to agree with me. Remember?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you're right. To think that kids, my daughter's 13, 14, whatever. To think that kids need a COVID vaccine is stupid. They don't need it. Whether you think it works or doesn't work, or it's just unnecessary. Why inject something into you that is not necessary?
What if you want blood clots?
I heard blood clotting was good. When you cut yourself, your balls clotted up pretty quickly. So obviously the vaccine helped you.
Right. That's what I was thinking is, forget it. I don't care.
Hilarious. So you said, what about in 10 years? Do you think
you're such a negative, contrarian, argumentative, unfactual, illogical, slippery sloper that there's no point in having this conversation because the harder that somebody tries to get you to do something, the more you're going to try to push against it.
But that's not true.
That's all this is.
That's absolutely not true.
Okay, come on.
Oh yeah. I mean, yes, that's true. I'm supposed to agree with you. So
hey,
what?
How did you like Top Gun?
I haven't seen it. I told you that. You already know that.
Why?
And you because it doesn't look like a good movie to me.
But I told you to watch it.
Yeah. So?
Right.
So you think that because you told me to watch Top Gun and I didn't, that I didn't watch it because you told me not to?
That's 100% why.
What? What year did Top Gun come out?
81.
81. So from 81 till 2021, I didn't watch it, but only in the last 6 months it was because you told me to.
No, but I gave you homework. In an episode, I said, you're going to watch it, and then we're going to talk about it next week.
Yes.
And then next week came and went, and you're like, I haven't watched it. Yeah. You haven't hooked up your fucking bidet yet, just because now if you hook it up, it's going to be because I told you to.
You're hilarious. Oh, you are attributing way more thought to any of this than I actually am. I didn't watch Top Gun because it doesn't look like a good movie. I didn't hook up the bidet because I'm fucking lazy.
Because I told you to on both. We both know it. It's the same.
You told me to be lazy?
No, I told you to hook up the bidet.
Yeah. I'm not doing it now. You told me to.
Right. And my touche or whatever.
Touche.
I don't care.
It kills me that you think that I'm just being contrarian. That's so funny because you like injected something in you that you don't need, but I'm the one that's wrong. It's fucking weird, man.
How can you say I don't need it?
I just did.
I hope you get the virus and die.
It's not very nice. It would be funny though, wouldn't it? I can't even talk to you.
Duh. What?
I can't have a conversation with you.
We just had a conversation. We just fundamentally disagree on.
But
okay, so
we fundamentally disagree, but I don't even know what it is you believe.
I don't blame you for not getting it. I don't care. Like, that's it. I don't care. I felt pressured. I felt pressure into getting it for my career. That's the health reasons that I did.
Why didn't you just say that?
I did. I said there was a lot of pressure, and then I wanted to get away from that conversation and just said I was gay.
I mean, you still are, but okay.
Okay, racism or
racism.
Okay, we'll do here's how we can transition from virus to racism.
All right.
The CDC director declares racism a serious public health threat.
Of course. What? What?
I was reading.
Oh.
Racism is a scourge in America. What's scourge?
It's scourge. It's a really bad thing that's widespread.
Racism is a really bad thing that's widespread in American society. It's also a serious public health threat, according to the director of the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. That's just so stupid.
Disease. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. So what disease does racism cause?
Sickle cell.
That was a good one. I don't know why that was funny, but that was a really stupid joke. But
Fuck you.
That was stupid. What's the joke? Black people get sickle cell, so racism, sickle cell.
You're a fucking asshole.
I laughed at your stupid joke.
You can't laugh at a joke and then say, but it's really fucking stupid.
The premise is stupid. Come on.
You're stupid.
Touche.
Okay, maybe you didn't think about this, but it has to be baked into the cake, Anthony. It's got to be part of what everybody is doing.
I don't know what that means. Is that some kind of corporate speak?
It's got that. I'm going to use that.
What?
It's got to be baked into the cake. That's like.
It sounds like you're smart, know what you're talking about.
So when you make a bad choice at work,
yeah,
or somebody makes a bad decision at work,
yeah,
and you're trying to figure out like where to go now, do we pull back and start over, or do we just deal with this and move on?
Sure.
One of the sayings that you say is, well, we're already pregnant with this,
really?
Or we're already pregnant.
Hilarious.
But I'm going to start using, we should have baked it into the cake. Hey, what the fuck are you talking about, you fat shit?
Everything is cake. Everything.
Hey, you can't have your cake and eat it too.
We should have fried it with the chicken strips. Every single reference at work, you need to make it about food. That would be great.
Well, what we know is this. Racism is a serious public health threat that directly affects the well-being of millions of Americans. As a result, it affects the health of our entire nation. Racism is not just the discrimination against one group based on the color of their skin or their race or ethnicity, but the structural barriers that impact racial and ethnic groups differently to influence where a person lives, where they work, where their children play, and where they worship and gather in the community.
Was this written in 1950? That's what it sounds like.
These social determinants of health have a lifelong negative effects on the mental and physical health of individuals and communities of color. So that answers your question on why the CDC is dealing with it.
Huh.
Do you think, okay, so the CDC is currently recommending that everybody wears a mask to not get the virus.
Two masks.
2 masks.
That was their last recommendation.
So what do you think that they could do to recommend eliminating racism?
Maybe we should all wear blackface all the time.
So I was thinking ski masks.
Ski masks?
If everybody just covered up all their skin, you wouldn't know who's going to steal your bike when they're walking towards you.
Are you sure? You ever seen a black person in a ski mask? Do you know whether they're black or not?
Huh?
Huh? You can tell if somebody's black when they're in a ski mask.
How?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
If you put on a ski mask, how far past the mask do your lips stick out? That's a serious question.
Oh, that is?
No.
Okay, what if everybody wears a Spider-Man mask?
That would be awesome. I think they should. Yes. The CDC recommends that everybody wear a Spider-Man mask.
No, what about morph suits? If everybody just wears a morph suit.
Is that skin tight, like one color suit?
Yeah.
That would be awesome. Like just those, no clothes or anything?
Yeah. So their race is no more. Like you can't,
awesome.
there's no more, whatever that word is when you look at somebody, discrimination.
Whenever you look at somebody. Whenever you look at somebody. So then we're going to move into discrimination in clothing manufacturing because they're going to be different shades of skin suits.
No, everybody's is the same shade.
What shade?
Fuck, I don't care. Green.
All right. I was just making sure it wasn't white.
Does it solve racism?
I would say yes. Right?
No.
No? Why not?
Fuck. You can tell they walk different than us. You're going to know there's a black guy walking at you.
Walking at you. So then what do we do? So then what does the CDC do? There's got to be a vaccine, right?
I'm not getting a anti-racism chip.
Right under your shoulder. Right under your shoulder blade. You get your anti-racism chip. So when the CDC makes this declaration or whatever, isn't this just a way to funnel money from like government into more CDC programs?
You think they're just hopping on the racism train?
Yeah, absolutely. I do. I mean, what else, what are they asking for?
I think it has to do with all the riots and shit that are going on. Like right now, they're rioting again or whatever. I think it's just the CDC trying to get back in the news. Like, hey, we care about racism too.
You think so? The CDC committed to continuing to study how racism affects health and propose and implement solutions accordingly. It will expand
or it's about money.
It will expand its investments in minority and other disproportionately affected communities to create durable infrastructure to address disparities. It has to be baked into the cake.
It's got to be fried into the chicken.
It's got to be fried into the chicken. It's got to be part of what everybody is doing. So everybody is starting to get on board with this. I don't even remember. I didn't see the article. I just heard people talking about it. There's hospital systems, like chains of hospitals, that are starting to create policies based on like anti-racism in medicine, like giving I don't even know what the word is, giving more care or like putting black people's health needs ahead of white people's to make everything more even.
I'm on board with that. If that means when they circumcise them, they take more off.
We're going to do a little bit more off the top just to make everything even. It's making its way into every aspect of our lives, and it's going to be bad. Things are going to get bad.
So, you know how I always give you shit? Like, well, what are you doing about it?
Yeah.
So what are you doing about it?
No, nothing. What do I do? I don't work in a hospital. I have no sway over hospitals. All I can do is you didn't know that. So now I've told you and anybody else that's listening, maybe that'll help people understand what's happening. That's all I can do. What else am I going to do?
All I'm getting at is it time for us to give up?
Is it? I mean, I think you've already given up, right?
I think so.
I think so. The news just beats you down every day. I don't mean you as in like, Doug.
No,
I mean,
you do. It does.
I didn't mean it that way, but okay. I just mean like the news just beats people down every day. That's all it is. Is it time to give up? Nah, I don't think so.
Okay, so if we're not going to give up, then we need to, if we're not part of the solution, we're part of the problem.
Can't we just get out of the way?
See.
No, can't we just get out of the way? It's like lead, move, or get out of the way, or whatever that saying is. Or lead.
No, I say we take an active role in taking back
medicine,
whatever it is that's being taken from us.
So I did pull my kids out of the schools. We are homeschooling the kids, so I did that, and I recommend everybody do that.
Them.
Huh?
You fucked them so bad.
No. They're gonna be good now. Yeah. What do we do about hospitals giving better care to black people because they're black? And I mean,
firebomb them.
What? How long before? Who are we firebombing? Wait, we're firebombing in the hospital? What if I get burned while I'm firebombing them?
Okay, so what if we print a bunch of signs that say no colored people and we put them like where the ambulance pulls in?
Yeah.
And they'll get confused. They'll just, we're at the wrong hospital, and then they'll take off again and we'll slow down their response time.
This is a whites only hospital.
Don't you think that all this shit is I don't want to say creating racism, but making racism worse or making race relations worse?
Absolutely, 100%. And I think that's the goal from the top. I think that's what they're trying to do.
To what end? Just to keep us arguing?
Yeah. If me and you and Delvin Cox all got together, like, we'd be unstoppable. But, you know, he's black and we're white, so we can't get together, so the government wins. See how my
okay,
I'm cracking myself up. So if everybody were to realize that as a group we are stronger than the fucking government, we like what we want is more pressing, what we need is more pressing, and we can get what we want. But no, we got to fight with the black people and the white people and the Mexicans and the
okay. So let's not
Asians
fight with them.
I'm not fighting with anybody. I'm just making fun.
No, let's not do that. Let's join Black Lives Matter.
Why? Why would we do that? Who's Right podcast joins Black Lives Matter. Why would we do that?
Because if you're not with them, you're against them.
Yeah, I am against them.
I'm not. I'm not
Why?
against the blacks.
No. The Black Lives Matter.
You don't think the Black Lives Matter? I get it.
I think all lives matter. When somebody asks you that question, how are you supposed to answer that? Like,
Ask me the question.
How do you keep your integrity and answer that question?
Ask me the question because I don't know which question.
Doug, do Black Lives Matter?
I believe that. No.
I believe that no. Okay, now I know how to answer that, I guess. That was easy.
All right. You want to talk about the riots?
Sure.
Again? Or
Again.
You want to take a test to find out if you're racist?
Yes.
Which is it? Those two different things.
I want to take a test to find out if I'm racist.
All right.
Like me personally?
Fuck,
That's
I didn't
awesome.
mark who. Thank you to whoever sent this to me. I forgot to write down who sent it.
All right.
Is your sexual desire for black people racist?
Oh. All
3
right.
questions to reveal the truth.
Oh, this is awesome. It's only 3 questions.
Okay, so we know that you enjoy interracial porn.
Mm-hmm.
So, is it because you're racist?
Is that the first question? Did we start the test? I don't think so.
All right. Are you attracted to black? Well, you like black men on white women, right?
Yes.
Are you attracted to black men, or do you fetishize them?
Is it really an either or?
It is.
All right. If I have to choose one, I'm going with fetishize.
See, right there, we don't even need to do 2 and 3 because
I already fetishized them.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. That sucks.
Does your desire affirm the person's humanity, or is it self-serving for you?
No. Affirm their humanity in porn? No. Of course not.
So it's self-serving.
Yes.
Are you treating the man you're attracted to like a person or an accessory?
Have you seen that fucking thing? It's definitely an accessory.
A big veiny accessory.
It's like a fucking vacuum cleaner hose.
I think you're gay.
I thought this was a race. You tricked me. I thought this was a racism test, and you tricked me into thinking I'm gay.
Okay, so here's question number 4.
All right.
Do you recognize us as full people or reduce our worth to body parts and sexuality?
Damn. There's no full people here, buddy.
I only recognize 12 to 14 inches of you at a time.
Right. Oh my God. So I'm gay and racist, I guess.
You're gayist.
Damn.
Oh, fuck.
That sucks.
Not going too well.
Why?
Oh.
Are you serious?
You thought it was?
It's funny.
No, that show's going great.
You're worrying too much.
I'm not worried at all. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, maybe that's why it's not going too well. Everything
you can't put it all on me. Okay, which is it, fucker? Is it not going well or is it funny?
I think it's funny.
Then why did you just say it wasn't going well?
I did?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that was you that said that.
You said, and that's probably why it's not going well.
To you, in your head. You're hung up on something. Just laugh. Just fucking laugh. Right.
Okay. So, in breaking news.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so it was back in Minnesota, right, where the female cop accidentally pulled her gun to tase somebody.
Uh-huh.
That is so fucking funny. Like,
that's so fucking funny. So, I don't know what a taser, like a cop taser, looks like. Does it look like a gun? Does it feel like a gun?
Like a space phaser.
Space phaser. When I think of taser, I think of like, it looks like an oversized like phone, right? Like an old style phone, but a little bigger and blockier. And it's got the two prongs and the like electricity between them.
No, you jackass.
No, what's that then?
Stun gun.
Yeah, that's not a taser.
No, the taser shoots out the projectile and sticks in your skin. It's shaped like a gun.
Oh yeah, okay. It's shaped like a gun.
So that's why you got confused, because you thought that like she went to grab her stun gun,
yeah,
and then shot him.
Yeah, I was like, how can you do that? It doesn't even make the so the gun doesn't make that sound.
I'm glad you decided not to be a cop.
I just always listen for the sound. So yeah, I'm being serious. I thought a stun gun and the taser were the same fucking thing. Huh. This makes a whole lot more sense. So a taser is shaped like a gun.
Yes.
So then what's the problem? It was an accident. I defend her to the death now.
Okay.
She already fucking resigned.
Well, I think she should.
Yeah, maybe. Do you think she should get charged with murder?
Yes.
Why?
Because she fucking shot him.
On accident.
If I accidentally punch you.
Wait, what?
Okay, let's say that I didn't know a gun was loaded and I shot you. No, fuck that. Let's say I'm carrying a taser and a gun and I shoot you in the face.
Uh-huh.
And they say, what happened? And I said, I meant to tase him.
Yes. It's manslaughter.
You think, well, you're free to go.
No, I didn't say free to go. It's manslaughter. It's not murder. You think it was premeditated? Like, hey, let's pull this guy over and I'll pretend to tase him and I'll shoot him.
Murder doesn't mean premeditated, numbnuts.
One of them does.
First degree murder.
All right, what's second degree murder?
We just went through this.
I already forgot. Second degree murder means like willful, like you meant to kill them. It wasn't that either.
Okay, then third degree.
That's manslaughter, isn't it?
No.
Are we doing this again, really?
Third degree murder.
I really don't remember.
Well, we did it in how many different sex offenses or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
The exact statutory definition of third degree murder is the lawful or the unlawful killing of a human being when perpetrated without any design to effect death.
Yeah, so that one.
Yeah, okay, third degree murder.
Yeah, so she's a third degree murderer working on her fourth degree. So once you resign, like she was a cop, once you resign, do you still have the protection of the thin blue line or whatever they call it?
No, I think they come and take all the flags down and everything.
Yeah, so the cops will turn on you once you resign, right? So she should have stayed a cop just until she got cleared of the murder.
Well, I mean, so if that was you, let's say you're out walking your beat or whatever the fuck cops do now, and you know somebody's jaywalking and you want to get them to quit jaywalking, so you pull out your taser and you shoot him in the face with your gun.
Yeah. Yes. What's the problem? Shouldn't have been jaywalking. Did you watch the video?
No. You did?
Yeah. Only because it was about, I think the whole thing was like a minute long. I watched about, I don't know, 10 seconds of it. like the interesting part, where the guy tried to drive away. They pull this guy over. She comes up and she's like telling him to get out, whatever. And they're going to handcuff him. They're going to arrest him. He is not going to get out. Why am I being arrested? Get out of the car. I'll tell you when you're out of the car. And then he gets out of the car or whatever. And then he tries to jump back in the car. And the reason that they pulled him over is because he had a warrant out for his arrest for having a gun that he wasn't supposed to have. He's like a convicted felon or whatever. There was a warrant out for his arrest because he had a gun. And he jumped back into the car. I'm not defending her. She obviously shot him, but what is she supposed to do? Just
tase him.
Oh, okay. Just drive away or
no,
shoot
tase
me.
him.
Yeah, she tried to.
No, she didn't.
I can't even defend her with a straight face. I got nothing, man. I can't even jokingly defend her. It's so stupid.
Okay, so in response, they looted a Dollar Tree.
Sounds about right. Was the AutoZone closed or what? The AutoZone was already boarded up.
So did you see the article that I put on there about the Dollar Tree raid?
Yeah.
Why in the fuck would you raid a Dollar Tree? It's like they wiped out the whole fucking store and they're out like what, $60?
Yeah. That's right. We're going to have to make an insurance claim for $60. We lost everything. It's a total loss. Yeah, it makes zero sense to me. Like, is it just people breaking stuff and just to break stuff? Or, I mean, it has to be, right? Because if you're going to go looting and there's a Dollar Tree and any other store within walking distance, wouldn't you go there instead?
Is there a store? Okay. What store are you less likely to loot than a Dollar Tree? And I think I got one.
Yeah, I mean, other than like fast food or something, like I think Dollar Tree would be like the bottom of the
Sally's Beauty Supply.
What? Do they sell black people beauty products there?
No, I'm saying me personally, I would be less likely to loot a Sally's Beauty Supply.
Huh. All right, maybe a GameStop. I don't know. I got nothing. I got no interest in anything from a GameStop, I guess.
What are you talking about? You own video games. You paid money for video games, so what? Yeah,
but I mean, there's cooler shit at a Dollar Tree, don't you think? That a GameStop? I don't know. That was the first thing that came to mind. I don't fucking know.
What about a medical supply store?
They have like needles and shit there. You could sell that to heroin dealers, heroin users. I don't know about dealers. You can tell how much I know about fucking heroin. I have no idea. I don't like a vacuum rental place.
Those exist where?
Like the Kirby. Don't they still rent Kirby's or?
We only rent vacuums here.
Yeah, like Kirby. I think they repair Kirby's, right?
What about Rent-A-Center? That would be a shitty place to loot.
Take all your used PlayStation 4s that got returned. That's an interesting conversation. We've had conversations about Rent-A-Center before. I don't know if we have on the show or not, but you think Rent-A-Center is the best place in the world, don't you?
Yeah, that's where I get all my shit.
So weird. We got that was one of the first like interesting arguments that I think we got into.
I don't even remember what stance I took.
You were all for Rent-A-Center. You think Rent-A-Center is the greatest thing ever.
You've got to be misremembering.
No, because I was like, why is Rent-A-Center even open? Well, they shouldn't even exist. That was my take.
Okay, so yeah, I would say that's a stupid take.
Why? They just take advantage of poor people. Like they exist to take advantage of poor people.
Okay, fine. Let's have a Rent-A-Center debate right now. God damn it.
We're talking about riots. You don't think that Rent-A-Center exists to take advantage of poor people?
I think Rent-A-Center exists to give people that don't have the funds hold on a second. I want to do this proper.
All right. Now, you got to remember that I'm arguing this having never even walked into a Rent-A-Center, so I have no idea what happens there, what kind of shady deals they got going on.
I think Rent-A-Center exists to let people take it home today without credit. Did you know at Rent-A-Center, there's no credit needed to shop the top brands and products you love with no long-term contracts and the option to upgrade anytime? You are always in control. Asterisk, asterisk.
But you're not really in control. That's what it says in small print. Asterisk, asterisk. You're not really in control, dude.
I think we should get sponsored by Rent-A-Center.
You think so? You think they sponsor the show like this? First of all, is Rent-A-Center still a thing? Are they still around?
I'm looking at their website right now.
Oh, all right.
Checking out this fine-ass living room set.
I think Rent-A-Center just causes way more problems than it.
How can you say that without knowing you know nothing about it?
Because they sell high-end stuff to people that can't afford high-end stuff. That's stupid.
That's
if you
not
can't
true
afford
at all. That's not true at all.
How is that not true?
They sell low-end stuff at high-end prices.
Oh, is that better? So,
well, get your fucking facts straight.
If you can't afford a $800 couch and you go to Rent-A-Center and now you're going to pay $9,000 for that couch, how is that better for anybody?
How's that different? How's that any different than how you use your credit cards?
What do you mean?
Okay, somebody buys a couch for $800 and puts it on their credit card and then makes minimum payments.
Yes. Yeah, they're stupid.
So then credit cards shouldn't be legal either.
Right. Yeah, I'm consistent. I'm consistent. No. So you're telling me that credit cards and Rent-A-Center are the same thing?
100%.
No,
except Rent-A-Center don't report. Because if you don't have the money, say you want to buy a new 65-inch TV.
Yes.
And you don't have 65-inch TV money.
Right. Right.
You can go and get a 65-inch TV.
Yes, you can go and get a 65-inch TV for a reasonable interest rate on a credit card. There's nothing reasonable about Rent-A-Center.
Anthony, if you buy it on a credit card,
yes,
and make the minimum payments,
yes,
you are going to be paying on it forever.
Yes.
Right. It's the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
All right.
If you pay the minimum payments with a decent interest rate or even like a high interest rate for credit cards, it's nowhere near the same as Rent-A-Center. The way that Rent-A-Center works, they charge you more and more and more and more all the time. It's a fucking scam.
That's not how Rent-A-Center works.
I've never been there, so I don't know how it works.
Okay, I'm going to give you a scenario.
All right.
And you tell me if I'm talking about credit cards or Rent-A-Center.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay.
Black. Is that the game we're playing?
Okay. Somebody's TV broke.
Yes.
And they go to the store.
Yeah.
Pick one out.
Yep.
They get it home. Mm-hmm. And they're watching it.
Yes.
They watch it for a month. And then they remember, shit, I need to make my payment.
Uh-huh.
So they get on their phone or they get on their computer and make a payment.
Yes.
Well, fuck, I don't have a whole lot of money, so I can't put anything extra towards it. So I'm just going to pay what it says the minimum that I have to pay.
Yes.
And they do that for 10 years.
For a TV?
Yes.
Okay.
Rent-A-Center or credit card?
Rent-A-Center.
Nope, that was a credit card.
Okay, fine, credit card. Nope, that was Rent-A-Center.
No, because a Rent-A-Center it would have been paid off after 8 years. It's cheaper to go to Rent-A-Center.
Right. Do you really not understand how have you used Rent-A-Center before?
Yeah.
And so don't they compound the interest?
No.
So it's just regular interest. You just pay regular monthly payments, regular interest. It's no more expensive than if you used a credit card.
If you use a credit card or if I use a credit card?
Huh. I never thought about it that way. You won this argument.
So way, way back, so I think Rent-A-Center, I don't think it should be closed. I think people should have the option to do whatever they want. I don't think the government should tell them.
Yeah, so do I. I'm just fucking joking. Jesus Christ.
But I think that anybody that used it is fucking retarded.
Yes, exactly.
So the way that it works, mm-hmm. The way that it worked for me
uh-huh.
is, so this is back when I was drunk all the time.
Uh-huh.
we moved into a new place.
Yeah.
And we spent all our money moving, right? We had no money.
Sure.
And I'm like, we got a nice place. I want to get some nice furniture.
We need nice furniture.
I was making maybe $13 an hour.
Okay.
Supporting a family of 4, right? So we had no
awesome.
So we loaded up. We got a new bedroom set, new living room, flat screen TV, everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
And then it was like, we have nothing. We have no money. We can't afford to pay rent. We got nothing. I'm tired of eating Salisbury steaks. It's either I got to eat Salisbury steak or pay the $900 we owe this month for Rent-A-Center. Come pick your shit up. I'm tired of paying for this.
Did you really tell you told them to come pick it up?
Yeah.
And they'll come pick it up and just stop charging you?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's so much better than credit cards.
But then you're just in an empty house.
So then you went back to Rent-A-Center and bought more shit?
No, the other one. Not Ashley.
The other Rent-A-Center?
The other rental place.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called, but I know what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
That's so crazy.
Yes. I used to go to Rent-A-Center. Even after that, I'd go to Rent-A-Center if I was going to have a party or something. I'd rent a projector.
Really? That's so weird. So I didn't know. I'm being serious. I didn't know that you could like go get a couch and then just be like, okay, I'm done with this couch. And then they just come take it. And then you don't owe any money on it or anything. That's it.
Yeah, you're renting it. It's rent to own.
So what do they get out of the deal? So there's no way that it's the same as a credit card. They have to be getting something out of these deals where they bring you a couch for a week and then they come pick it up. Then what do they do with that couch? Rent it to somebody else?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you're renting somebody else's couch when you go to Rent-A-Center?
If you rent used shit, you can pick out new shit.
This whole thing
shit that they've wrapped in plastic.
This whole thing does not make sense to me.
What doesn't make sense about it?
How are they making money?
Because they are way overcharging. It's like, okay, say you get a PlayStation.
Yeah.
It's like $60 a week.
$60 a week for like 6 years or something?
You'll probably pay $1,200 for something that you could have bought $600.
Jesus Christ. If you were to keep it. But if you just wanted a PlayStation for a week, you can go pay $60 and you got it for the week.
Yeah.
Or just don't do that. I mean, it seems so stupid to me. Why would somebody pay $60 for it? It seems so stupid.
You're way overthinking it.
Oh my God. I think people are just too addicted to things. I think that's what it is.
So yeah, that was my problem. Was I was tired of working hard and then coming home and having a hand-me-down couch from my mom or whatever.
Sure.
So it was like, I want to have nice shit.
Yeah, but
without earning it.
After I understand that urge, right? I get that. But after you did that once and then like 3 weeks later, you're like, oh, well, this nice shit's going back. It's like you just didn't learn your lesson.
Why do you say that?
I mean, you said you did it again, right? I mean, obviously you've learned it now, but you did it more than once, right?
Why are you bringing up this shit?
I don't know.
It's the only way I could think to get out of the conversation.
All right. Sounds good. All right. That was PLM riots.
Well, you know what? Fuck you. My parents didn't give me a fucking house.
My parents didn't give me a house either.
Touchy subject, huh, motherfucker?
What? No. My parents didn't give me a house, so it's not touchy.
You bought the house from your grandma for like $80 or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah. So they didn't give it to me. You ever paid $80 for a house?
I wasn't born with a silver spoon.
It's bronze, but whatever.
All right.
I think your parents were more well off than my parents. I would almost guarantee it.
All right. Let's have a How do we test this?
I don't know. Didn't your dad retire from somewhere where he made like $300,000 a year or something?
No.
200,000?
No.
100,000?
No.
50,000?
No.
20,000?
Still
You're
working.
lying. You're fucking lying.
No, you're talking about my dad. I grew up with my stepdad.
Yeah, but your dad probably gave you money.
He gave me a bow and arrow once. That's it.
Were you able to sell it for money?
My fucking brother took it.
He gave me a bow and arrow once. He said, here,
Okay.
go hunt something.
So I'm talking about when you were in, let's say, 7th grade.
7th grade. All right.
Okay. Did you have a Nintendo?
Yes.
Me too.
So did you have like name brand shoes?
No, I had the generic Air Jordans.
It's Nikes, right?
Huh?
Nikes?
No, generic.
Oh, okay.
All
right.
At the time, the Jordans were red, black, and white.
Yeah.
With the black swoosh, and mine just had 2 white stripes.
So I joined the basketball team in 6th grade, and my dad, I had no interest, but my dad wanted me to play sports. So he said, so if you join the basketball team, I'll buy you a pair of Nikes. Cause I was like, I never had fucking name brand shoes. And he knew that I wanted name brand shoes at the time. I was like, oh, okay, fine, whatever. So he bought me a pair of Nikes, but they were like out of season, like, I don't know, 5-year-old Nikes that like were like, you can get a pair of Nikes for $30 or whatever, but they're like not the latest, coolest ones, you know, and that's the ones they were. I was like, these aren't like real Nikes. These are like, they're Nikes, but they're not really Nikes.
Okay, so
and that was the first name brand pair of shoes that I ever fucking got.
Okay, so we're seeing a trend here. You were better off than me.
Yeah, I was poor. No, I was not better off. Your family was rich. My family was poor.
I got knockoff Pumas and you got name brand Nikes.
Whatever. We were poor. We barely had enough food to eat.
All right. Are we done?
I don't know. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's 7:00 already.
All right. Let's see if there's, well, maybe there's not. Hey, yeah. Thanks, Jody. Aaron's was the place that I was thinking of.
Oh, yeah. There you
go. One super chat for $1.
Yes.
And there's no words.
No words. Awesome.
Everybody's, oh, fuck, whatever. I'm tired.
Uh-huh.
All right, we got to do shout outs.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right. Ready?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so we made it a whole episode without saying Patreon.
So, Patreon. Do that. Or Supercast. Do that. Do we usually say it? We never say it.
We hardly ever bring it up.
We hardly ever bring it up. Go there.
Okay.
For more.
Let's make some fucking phone calls.
All right. Looks like Braden signed up at the California $7 tier. Thank you, Braden, for the California $7. Yeah.
So if anybody's curious, we don't have a lot of people that signed up this week. So Anthony is trying to feign excitement to keep it going.
Is that what I'm doing?
Yeah, let's give it up for the California 7. Uncle Doug here, California 7.
Oh, shit. Let's see. Joe signed up for $54 for the year. Thank you, Joe. Yeah. All right, Joe. Is that good?
Hello there.
Hello there.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good. We talked to you last week. Am I right?
And the week before.
Yeah, you just.
And I'm pretty sure the week before that.
Well, we appreciate you upgrading your tier.
Yeah.
Of course.
So, what's been going on?
Oh, all right. Actually, I do have a question I need to ask you guys.
All right.
It's more of advice.
All right. Submit it to Dear Flabby.
Fuck.
I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Well, unfortunately, you're out of time. If you want to ask your question, you can always upgrade your tier, and we'll get back to you next. All right, what's up, man?
So, I was supposed to be going to Vegas on Friday with my family for my birthday, but my boss is making me work Saturday, and he said he'll let me out of it for a blowjob.
So you're going to Vegas, right? I mean,
Yeah. So what are you going to do when you're in Vegas?
Well, I guess you're right. I mean,
wait, who are you going to Vegas with?
My family.
Your mom and dad, sister, brother?
Stepmom.
Hold on. So does your boss want to give you a blowjob, or he wants you to give him a blowjob?
No, he wants the blowjob.
Can your stepmom do it for you?
He actually asked that.
Shoot.
I think it might be a little bit difficult to convince her, tell her on that point.
What about your dad?
All right, so I've got to either call bullshit or you're on drugs or something. If somebody is trying to extort a blowjob out of you, it seems like you would have a little more emotion behind it, but like other than so what should I do? Have you ever given your boss a blowjob?
My boss, no.
Is your boss aware that you've given another guy a blowjob before?
No.
Then what in the fuck?
Sure.
Why would your boss think that it's okay to suggest that you were going to give him a blowjob?
Because they feel good.
Touche, I guess.
Okay, Anthony, you try it.
What, like, yeah, blowjobs feel great, but I don't just assume that everybody's going to give me one. There has to be a reason.
Well, yeah, there is a reason to get work off.
Okay, so
it's a little bit. He scratches my back. I play with his dick.
But this will be the first time.
Okay, are you gay?
No.
Are you bi?
No.
Have you ever sucked a dick before?
Yes.
All right, so back up again. Are you gay?
No.
Are you bi?
Yes.
Okay. Does your boss know that?
No.
Then why would he think to ask you for a blowjob?
That's just the way he is.
Nope.
I don't know.
So, okay. Did you know that he was gay?
He's not gay.
I'm so confused. Is there any?
All right, who sent you?
What to be confused about? He likes blowjobs. He wants a blowjob. He told me he'd give me work off for a blowjob.
Is there any women that work?
The confusion.
Is there any women that work there?
No, and I think there's a good reason for that.
Because he's gay.
Wait, why?
If he's trying to get a blowjob out of me, I can only imagine the things that would be going on with female employees.
Nothing. They'd be safe.
So
okay, how old are you?
19.
How many other places have you worked in your life other than this one?
Like 10.
Out of them other 10 places, how many people asked you for a blowjob to get a day off of work?
Where's that one? No, I don't think any.
Right. That's the normal answer.
That's
none.
That's normal. Yeah.
So why do you think that this guy thinks it's okay to ask you that? knowing that you could sue him and own whatever company this is.
Could I though? It
Yes.
doesn't seem like something that would. No, I don't think so.
Your boss isn't allowed to request blowjobs for days off work.
No. I could report him to HR, but it would just go back to him. So
I don't think you're understanding how this works. That's
give me your work
literally
number.
against the law.
No.
Give me your work number.
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to email him. What the fuck do you think I'm going to do?
We're going to mail him a letter.
Okay, so that's fine. I think you're holding on to some information you don't want to give us. That's fine. So, are you going to go to Vegas or not?
Yeah.
So this was just a long way of telling us that you're going to suck your boss's cock.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all. Why did you just say that in the first place?
Wait, Doug.
Yeah.
What is wrong with your nuts?
I don't know. Why don't you find out? I'll give you the day off.
I have a working theory. You said you were washing your balls, right?
Yep.
How long are your fingernails?
Not long, but I don't take real good care of them. But
your balls.
I think I would have known if they fucking tore my nutsack.
You would think. You got really hard water.
Okay.
Oh my God.
So when are you going to come back from Vegas?
I'll probably be back Sunday.
All right. So I'm going to leave your name up here because I'm going to call you back next week.
Okay.
So you don't have to upgrade. I'm going to call you back because I want to find out if you blew your boss.
All right.
All right. I will talk to you.
Did he give you any parameters at all?
He said if I stuck my finger up his ass, it'd probably take half as long.
But so I mean, he didn't say.
He said he would pay me for the full day too.
So you're a whore.
You know, it's kind of a good offer. I might start doing this for a living.
How much do you make a day?
I make $18 an hour on a 12-hour shift, so fucking dollars.
All right, I'll pay you for 2 hours. I'll pay you for a 2-hour day.
Okay.
You're sucking my dick for $36.
Dude, I would do it for 20.
You're hired.
You're hired. All right.
All right, we'll talk to you next week.
All right, sounds good.
See ya.
See you.
Stay safe.
Yeah. All right, I got to make a note here. Blowjob. Boss blowjob update.
Looks like I'm gay. Signed up for $5 tier. Thank you. I'm gay.
Alexander, calling you. Coming in hot. I'm going to try to pretend to be excited to talk on the phone.
All right.
Like as if Alexander is a long lost buddy and I'm just trying to catch up with him in the next 2 to 3 minutes.
All right. Perfect.
Yellow.
Alexander, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great.
All right, I'm out.
Bye.
What's going
I
on?
forgot you guys were going to call me. Oh, shit. Listening to metal with my friend.
Sweet.
Hey, this is a podcast.
Hey, this is a podcast.
You're goddamn right it is, Alexander.
That's what they tell us.
Hey, now I remember. You call me. You owe me money.
All right, we'll talk to you later.
I have it saved. Hang on.
Is it in your wallet?
He's got fucking evidence?
I have evidence that you owe me money.
Wait, Doug or
Point
me?
of no return. February 20th, 2020. After show chat. I suggested that you call patrons.
And you wrote it down?
No, it's recorded on your Patreon. You owe me money.
All right. We'll have your lawyer call our lawyer.
Okay.
Thanks.
So this was your idea to call people?
Yeah, actually,
Motherfucker.
That was funny. Oh shit. Reverend Drop
Did you hear that echo, Anthony?
Yeah.
That was the perfect opportunity for you to tell him to turn down his fucking radio.
Damn it.
You want me to call him back so you can tell him?
Tell him to turn down his radio.
All right, hold on. See, this is the good thing about not having, if there is a good thing about not having a bunch of people sign up, is that we can make this last an hour anyway.
Oh shit. Reverend Dropshot edited their pledge to $10. Thank you, Mr. Dropshot. I like that name, Reverend Dropshot. Is that a basketball thing?
Hi.
Hi, I need you to turn down your radio.
Oh, shit. Hang on.
Perfect. He's probably like, what the fuck was that all about?
Should I put him on the board for next week too, so we can call him up just to hang up on him? Like,
yes.
Call him every week to hang up on him?
Yes, absolutely yes. Even if we stop doing calls, I want you to call him every week and hang up on him.
If he's the motherfucker that planted this seed, he should have to pay for it. So every week that we continue, every week that we continue to do these fucking phone calls, we're gonna call him and pretend to start a conversation. And as soon as he starts talking, we're hanging up.
Perfect.
So Alexander, if you're listening, you better speak fast, motherfucker, because you only have about 4 seconds before I hang up on your ass. All right.
Oh shit. All right. T-Dubs signed up for $5 tier. Thank you very much, Mr.
I might call Alexander tomorrow on my own time just to hang up on him.
Just to hang up on him.
Hello.
Count Derpy, how you doing?
How you doing, man? I'm doing good.
All right.
What's up with you fuckers?
We were just wrapping up the show.
Yeah.
Shit, I missed that. I've been on the phone with my dad for the last couple hours.
Why?
And just shooting the shit, man. Bullshitting about working.
What do you do for a living?
Hand solder electronics for an engineering firm.
You say you hand solder electronics?
Yep.
Do you have to wear like static shit, like static bracelet?
Static bracelet, full fucking carbon fiber smock, all that shit.
Wow.
See, I know my shit. Ask me a question about your job and I'll tell you how to do it.
No, I'd have to think about that because it doesn't take me much fucking thought to do my job.
You just stick the wires to the wire thing, right?
Oddly enough, though.
Yeah, try not to.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's mainly just try not to fucking burn yourself or get high off the fucking glue and shit.
So what kind of components do you solder?
Push button lights, explosive proof sensor, dispensers, garage door openers, you name it.
Dildos?
Fucking, I wish. Wish I could throw some of these boards I built for Disney inside of a dildo, see what they think of it.
Fucking, I wish I could solder some dildos. Somebody that's passionate about his job.
That would make my job. Yeah, that'd make my job fucking interesting.
There's got to be some solder connections in one of those dildo machines. You know what I'm talking about? Somebody's got to build those fucking things somewhere.
I've repaired a Cybian before.
Really?
I've repaired a Cybian before. That was fucking sweet.
So why don't you take all this knowledge that you've gained from this place and go rogue, start your own soldering business, do it on the side. Just
fucking, I'll fucking build joke dildos, one that you shove up there, hit a button instead of vibrating, shocks the shit out of you.
No, I'm serious. Just buy your own soldering gun, buy some wire, put it in a van, and drive around and solder shit.
You need something soldered? Just door to door. Just run an extension cord.
Door to door solder service.
Run an extension cord from a fucking generator in your van.
Think about it. Nobody's done that shit before.
Nope. I wonder why.
They laughed at fucking DoorDash when they introduced that idea too.
Here's a real idea for you.
Yeah,
I
heard someone's trying to do fucking.
Never mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
Nope, too late now. You were gonna be rich. Nope. You should start making guitar pedals. It's a fucking huge market for guitar pedals.
That'd be fucking sweet.
Out of solder?
Yep. Just make them out of solder. If you know how to solder, then
solder and dildos.
You can figure out how to solder together some fucking guitar pedals. Make your own guitar pedal line. You'll be rich.
All right.
Hell yeah, I've had to fucking solder my DJ equipment back together, but that's about it.
Well, thank you, Mr. Derpy.
Yeah, no problem, man. I gotta get back to bullshitting with my dad. So you guys have a good one.
You stay safe.
Stay safe.
I will.
Move him over to completed. All right, let's call him Mexican, and then we're done already.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
So remember when we had all them phone calls to make, and it was like, I hate making phone calls. Well, we have all these people signing up. Wow.
Uh-huh.
I missed that.
Oh, shit.
Why don't they like us anymore? Wow. I'm going to call the same guy back 3 times. Wow.
Hello, this is Sergio. Leave a message after the beep and I'll get right back to you.
Hi, Sergio. This is Doug and Anthony from Who's Right Podcast.
Hello.
I'm sorry we missed your call. Please upgrade your tier and we'll try back again next week. Or
beep.
At this rate, we'll call you regardless. Bye.
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 Bye.